Good evening, Facebook. Peter and Gizmo coming from you from the couch. I hope that you are all staying safe or cool, or wherever you are in Australia, either really hot, really windy. There's some crazy weather going on, so I hope you are okay. Yeah? All right, so tonight, something a little bit different, and it touches base a little bit on the quote that I put out on social media this week, or today. Here it is. Confidence comes from competence. That's right, I'm going to say it again. Confidence comes from competence. So where this came from is, hey, just recently I was speaking at a business event, and afterwards a couple of people that I know really well in business, and they said, oh, I could never do what you do. I could never get up there and speak, and I don't know how you can talk about those things so confidently. And I was almost shocked, because I thought, those things don't come by accident, and the only reason I can do that is because that I know it so well. So what that means is, if you got me to speak in front of a crowd of 100 people and you asked me how to change a tie, or you asked me to speak about politics or something, I have little to no knowledge in that. I would be dripping sweat, I would be bright red, I would be hyperventilating, because I'd have absolutely no confidence at all, because I don't know enough about it. And it was because of that, that feedback, that I just really wanted to share with you. I'm no health or wellness expert, but I do know business. I do know what works for me. I do know what I've seen my staff really develop from as well. And this is what this is all about. Just sharing a little bit of this knowledge so that you can really master whatever your skill or your expertise is, and take away a little bit of that knowledge to really perfect that. Thank you, Amanda. One of my favorite brands, Sass and Bide. Can you see, Gizzy? We're matching black and white. So, confidence comes from competence. So what does that mean for me personally? So for me personally, I get confidence from the level of expertise that I have. So the more I know, the more confident I am, because I know that I can handle any question that someone throws me. I know the information in and out like the back of my hand, and it means that I can serve people better. If I'm ever, or in years gone by, if I was ever in a scenario where I didn't feel confident, it was usually because it was an area that I really didn't have much expertise in. And a really good example of how I've seen this work for staff is Georgia. Georgia's probably going to kill me for bringing her name up, but Georgia, if you are online and you see this, Georgia is classic example of how her confidence builds as her competence does. So Georgia's got an amazing, lovely, warm personality, and she loves to have her lists. And Georgia's one of those ones that if I take a little bit of extra time to really teach her why we do something instead of just how we do it. So if I teach her some law behind why it's done or something like that, her confidence levels, without her even knowing, I will hear her in the background, I will hear her talking to a client, or I'll see her pick up and do that thing. Her confidence levels jump so much more because she has more confidence behind her. And she's one that you can really see jumps leagues ahead when she has that information behind her. So it's a really interesting concept that you see in staff and in people. And if you're, this doesn't have to relate just to being a business owner. This could be for you in any of your careers. If you feel like you are lacking a little bit of self-confidence in something that you're doing in your career, you could simply reach out to your boss. Say that you want to learn some more, do some more, develop it in that area, because what happens is just naturally that confidence will start to flow to you because you have that expertise. Hello, Tim. I didn't expect to see Tim here. Hi, gang. There's a few people from Sydney on. Thanks for jumping on. Tonight, we're talking about that confidence comes from competence. And it is because people often say to me, you're so confident. I'm confident because I know what I know. I'm not confident in what I don't know. So it's all about honing in on what you're really good at, really doing a lot of skills in that area so that you create this confidence that just comes naturally to you. And it's not about arrogance. It's not about over the top self-confidence. It's just that you have flooded yourself with so much knowledge to do with that topic that it just flows naturally to you. And the really cool byproduct of that is that the more knowledge and competence you have and the more confidence you display because of that knowledge that you have, the more people organically trust you. So if you are in an industry where you're giving advice, conveyancing, accounting, you name it, doctors, by you having that confidence that is based on that high level confidence, that just automatically ingrains people's trust in you. You know, those first impressions, those gut instincts that are so important to creating those meaningful relationships, that already is one step ahead because you've been able to do that. So when you see someone that seems really self-confident in their position because they have that knowledge, that is not unobtainable. Some people often say to me, oh, it's something you're born with or it's something you're not born with, and it's not. This is something that you can learn, something that you can grow your mind into so you can do it. As I said, I see amazing results, especially with my staff. The more I allow them to learn, the more that I spend time with them, teaching them things, even if I think that might be something that they really don't need to know, they'd never have to deal with it. If I teach them all the reasoning behind the law of why they do that one thing, the amount of confidence that I see in them, you know, when they're on the phone or they're explaining something, it's kind of really inspiring to see that. So look, from a wellness perspective, I'm, as I said, no wellness coach, but I know for me also, anything that I have a bit of knowledge on, it's easy for me to talk about, you know, and it should really be that way for most people. So really find your skill, master in on it. And for me as a business owner, I also, the flip side is recognizing something that you're not good at. So I pay consultants that are the best in their field to advise me on things that I'm not good at. So obviously I have people that help with my marketing, styling, branding, website, you name it. But I still pay them, but I have still developed a lot of knowledge so that when I'm conversing with them, I understand. So when I'm talking to people on a holistic point of view about their businesses and their branding and the things like that, yes, I don't know the ins and outs of how SEO works, but do I understand the impact of the website to your brand? Yes. And I understand that because I've taken the time to do it. So they're like little key examples. But if you have a think about people that you work with or people that you engage to do things, even from your builder to your carpenter to your gardener. And if you think about the people that you really trust to do work with you, they're all ones that you go, yeah, they know what they're doing. Every single person that you have a comfortable relationship with, you can say truly about them, they know what they're doing. And that's because you have trust in them, because they have the confidence from their competence. So this is your challenge. I want you to think about something you wish you had in your business or in your career, or you wish you had in your business or your career. And then I want you to have a little think about what you can action every day just slightly so that you can over time build the confidence to be able to achieve that. So that might be doing an extra online course. It might be asking your boss if you can sit in on some more projects. It might be doing a webinar, you know, and you know what? It might be going out of your comfort zone and doing some work experience somewhere so that you can do that. So that's my top tip for today. And you know what? That's my confession. Confidence in my work when I speak doesn't come somewhere naturally. It becomes because I do invest a lot of time in it. And for me, that works. And for so many people that looked at me shocked and business owners that are shocked, it can work for you too. It really can. It creates these really strong boundaries that stop any doubt from coming in. So you've got these really strong building blocks of knowledge, expertise, experience, you name it. They're those big blocks. And then when you might have that moment, if something questions you or you're having an emotional day and so you're a little bit tired, or somebody challenges you with a really hard question, you've got really strong foundational blocks there that give you the confidence, and you're never going to drop below in that self-confidence. Your answer is filled with it. So thank you. Thanks for jumping on, Julie, Hutchie, Tarina, Paul. It is great to see you guys. Thanks for jumping on. And this isn't just for business owners. Share it out. If you are in a career where you want to be able to do better, learn some more, and that will organically grow the confidence to you. Don't ask me to talk about something I don't know, because I am one of those sweaters. Like, if you ask me to talk about something that I don't know, this is not what happens. The hair goes everywhere, the makeup goes everywhere, I'm panting and breathing, so I get it. But this is what works for me. I've seen it work for a lot of staff, and I've seen it work for a lot of small business. It is so good to connect with you guys. Thanks for jumping on. I had a blast. Confessions of a Conveyancer. Thank you. Get out and learn. Master your craft. Kick ass. Be confident about it because you know it. And I cannot wait to see some amazing results. Check in the comments because I want to see what your action is this week. All right, thanks guys.